to see you, Ant. I need to see you. I need to get my glass.
And welcome to a special live stream exclusive. It is the car huddle. There's Ant in the background. And there is Jonathan.
Hello.
Supper. Special live stream exclusive. It is the car huddle. There's Ant in the back. There we go. It's got the other bit there. And here we go live. That's what happens when you put your sound on without on YouTube when you've got it going twice. But yes, we have Jonathan, we have Roo, and we have Ant in the background there as well. And if you're watching for the first time, welcome to a bit of a mad show. But I've been playing iRacing, and I thought I'd get my two good friends and stewards here to watch the video, the little race that we did, Formula Vee on iRacing. It was my first ever attempt. I actually thought I'd lost the video, but we managed to get it back and get the sound working. It's only about 7 or 8 minutes long, but it's very funny, even though I was incredibly frustrated and annoyed when I did it. And if you're wondering why I've got a kind of black surround and I look like Holly from Red Dwarf, it's because my camera is causing issues when I turn the lights on and it keeps blinking. So this is at least less distracting than it was before. But
I thought it was because you got an IQ of 6,000.
Well, I wish I did.
So does Holly. It's got a 6 in it.
Space is black, and your room is black.
Feel free to post a comment and to ask these two some crazy questions, or me as well. But it's great to see you all, and I thought we'd do a little live stream for some fun. So let's I'll share the screen, and we will, if I'll put the video file on, and hopefully it will now work. Where are we? We are in, did I put it on, where did I actually put this in? Oh, no, it's on desktop. Did I put it on?
Boom attack.
No, where is the one?
You get Nick in, he'll sort it out for you.
No. Oh, hang on. It is here. Where did I put it? It was in here. What did I call it again?
I'll fill in while you're doing this. So today we're doing a chicken stir fry. Add a little bit of toasted sesame oil just onto the chicken, just to give it a little bit of Chinese flavouring. Oh, it's fine. A little bit of salt and pepper. This one's from Mexico. It does both.
It will be there just in a few seconds.
So tell me, what is your? So tell me, as you're not on the BBC, what ingredients do you use that don't require you to have a Waitrose personal account?
Here we go.
I have some chicken, which is half price from Sainsbury's because it's gone out of date in 2 hours, and I've got a bag of stir fry, which is going to be delicious.
I mean, that's the best thing you could be.
There we go. Right, this is the video. Are you ready?
We're ready now. Excellent.
We are ready now.
Showtime.
So I'll just quickly, it goes for about a minute here, and then we'll be ready to start the race. So
just talk us into exactly how
it was the first ever
race. It's your first go with iRacing, is it?
Yeah, this was my first ever one. If you like, I can put the sound on, to be fair.
Is it swearing?
No, there's no answer. There you go. Right. It's green.
Hit it, and they're off. Go.
With a reasonable start.
That was a reasonable start because you didn't lose any places. What is the guy telling you what's happening? Australian.
Yes, the engineer. I don't know why it's
A bit jumpy.
I don't know why it's jumping like that. It shouldn't be
Going. This is time lapse.
9th or something. Here we go. First ever race. Lights are on.
We're starting again.
As ever, ladies and gentlemen,
Reasonable start.
technicalities or technical stuff is too technical for technicians.
Oh, come on. I don't know what's it was working on. It must be my chip. This computer must be strong enough.
What it is the computer's watching John cook. Wants to know how to make spaghetti bolognese spicy chicken curry.
Hit up a few places.
Oh, Jenny!
We're in 6 now.
I've got 4 points already because somebody hit me.
It's very tricky because the car just.
I don't think it's
kind of funny here, and there's not a lot of grip.
I know what this is. This is Mario Kart, isn't it? And you've got skip ahead. Clever, it's a superpower.
Right, watch out because it's going to touch. Like I'm hearing round, somebody's crashed, somebody's. You're going to see it.
Oh,
Well, Verstappen.
There's
Why is Verstappen smashed into you?
Oh, dear.
That was seriously freaky. There was this weird, bold, computerized head that just froze in front of you.
Yeah, his head fell off.
damn it. He
Gross.
just went back into me and I couldn't get out the way.
Boing.
So here they come.
So they're towing it back.
Douche.
That's
This is Formula. This
doing
is
quite well.
Formula
They made
Ford,
them in two
mate.
places, but
This is
there's
normal
nothing I can
Formula
do.
Ford.
Somebody else it is.
So we're all upside down.
This is how John got his racing license.
That's it. It looks a little bit like the
I don't know.
Livingston
Is there any
Racing
other buttons I
School.
need to press or...
It's that guy in the yellow trousers. Imagine if he weed himself because someone crashed into him. That would be really freaky. You wouldn't notice. He was the right colour.
Playback video.
And he's
No,
up into
I don't
third
know
gear,
iRacing.
lifting off round to second to go round the right hander.
If that might make it slightly better. There, man.
It's less noisy. I mean, it's not a good engine sound anyway, is it?
Oh, someone's
Oh,
I missed him.
spinner.
It's not like the
Somebody-
V8 Lamborghinis that Ian Tyrrell's got in.
I've got that waiting to watch.
That's a good video.
We've
It's
been
one of
watching-
3 videos, actually. So
I've been watching 3 videos.
There's 3, first of 3. But he's only released the first. So
Now, so it goes on for a little bit like this, but I'll tell you what, I'll fast forward it a wee bit because otherwise it's going to be a bit slower.
I have watched your uncle stepdad, Harry, with his 2.2 litre souped up Weber carburetted
yes.
1-ton Porsche from 1905 or whatever.
Isn't
it was.
that beautiful? Yeah.
It is
It
amazing.
was 500th off the line, wasn't it? 565.
Yes, number 500.
Yeah.
Before.
We're almost there. Look.
Oh, yes.
Right, so I get overtaken here. I'm slow out of the bend. And I come through,
Typical.
and then this guy is kind of blotching out a bit, and he's kind of skidding a bit, comes right across me.
How can the computer create smog? That's just wrong.
It's the car with iRacing, the brakes are really tight and they kind of lock up straight away.
No, out of his it looked like there was oil coming from the exhaust. It's just bizarre. It's a computer.
Maybe a little garlic.
Oh yeah, you got to have garlic.
And then I got
No,
hit.
just tip it up upside down like that.
And look,
They can't, if they hit you, for God's sake. It's not your fault when they hit you. Surely. Oh, well.
Oh,
That was,
he's
I
not
mean,
happy.
they've got to try and stay out of the way. He crashed into
Oh, that's fantastic because there's you.
me. He crashed into me. That's a bit much.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That's really silly.
Not
Do you like
this
to
much.
saw, Patrick? Do you like to
People
saw
crashed into me.
sketch that?
No.
No,
Well, that was the end of that
don't
one.
do that to me.
That was a bit much.
I got disqualified. So that was it. I got disqualified
Marvelous.
after my first.
Good, and you have to pay to go on that, right?
Yeah. It was
At least for Gran Turismo, when they got awful, look, you've killed John. John's dead.
Oh no, there he is. He's
I'm
there.
getting the sticky teriyaki sauce.
Oh, from Blue Dragon.
They brought
Blue
that.
Dragon
that's
sticky
that's
teriyaki
racist,
sauce.
but not do that.
Normally, I would have played that on my other computer, my gaming computer, and it probably wouldn't have had any issues. But it was just not doing
Would
it,
have been
not playing
fine.
ball.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes,
but-
I don't think we quite got the full effect there. So
I
what
thought your
language was
computer-
there? Were there how many oh come ons were there, and how many naughty naughties were there?
Oh, come on!
Oh
That
come
was the thing.
on! Naughty, naughty. Let's see what we can do.
So yeah, so no, it was good fun though. But the thing is, I've really gotten into iRacing, and I'm sure there's people watching, like Jerry and others who I know they were watching some other iRacing
Hello,
videos.
Jerry. Hi.
But we've got a great group. We've got 6. We've got Pig and Ant. We've had Race Fan. I think we've got, who else have we got? We've got Cars, IR9. So we've got a great crew here in the chat.
Are you going to do some streaming later? They probably tuned in for streaming, not me cooking.
Well, we did
Oh,
say
no,
it was
you're
a live
fucking
show,
brilliant.
a quick live stream.
Welcome,
But,
everybody, to the Two Greedy Italians. I'm Gennaro Contaldo, because I talk and I wave my hands around all the time, and I'm not dead. And this, the bottom, is Anton... no, it's... what's his name? Antonio Coluccio, and I'm Gennaro Contaldo. This is Antonio Coluccio. As you can see, he's dead. What? And I want to say, why am I cooking so good?
I might just do a lobby or two. To be fair,
Mamma mia!
I've only got the pad to play on it downstairs at the moment. So if I do have a shot, you can let me know in the comments if you want me to stream.
Yeah, you want to see some racing. You don't want to see me cooking. So I can enjoy the racing.
Hi, Jerry. Can you just explain what's really silly? Is it me?
I think it means that they give me getting disqualified from the race. Oh, Fraser's watching.
He's saying that's it, Roo. Just alienate us, numpties. It's my standard thing. I say numped people every time. It's a.
Hello, Fraser. Are you watching?
Yeah, Fraser's just made a comment.
This is a weird hybrid show of sim racing and Chinese cookery.
Oh, you're Chinese.
Very unique offering. But yes, but anyway, that was
chicken fried dog.
That's what I've got. It's whatever's cheap at Sainson's.
So what kind of noodles are you using?
I don't eat carbs. So
it's you're like me. You're a keto man.
I am not quite keto, but I am not
low carb, high fat.
In fact, if Fraser's still there, he got me into that. It's really good.
Yeah, he's not. He's just back from the gym.
Oh right.
Now, for all of you watching, I went to school with Jonathan and Fraser, so it's quite funny that us three cause all sorts of havoc at school, which is great fun. So, when he was complaining about iRacing Stewart's decision, yes, exactly, Jerry. And I see you were streaming earlier. I'll need to watch your stream, Jerry. Unfortunately, I was too busy at the time when you were streaming earlier, but I'll need to watch that because it looked really good.
Streams.
So tell me, did you see my stream I did yesterday when I was doing that? I did my first iRacing stream as well. So I was racing in the BMW, and what else did I do? Did I not do another one as well?
I saw bits of it. What is the it's good engine noises on the BMW. I like that. And have you only got that one viewpoint with the roll cage, or can you go?
Yeah, you have to do the interior shot. Yeah,
you have to do the interior shot. Yeah, is that the only shot there is?
Yeah. So that's why I did an IndyCar race as well, which was hilarious because I just went flying into someone at 200 mile an hour on an oval at Daytona.
You hit the ball.
It was something though. But no, it's great fun, and so I'm going to do more. Fraser's saying he's starting his own coffee brand. My goodness, that's pretty good going.
Excellent. Give it a plug, Fraser. What's it called?
What is it going to be? Ramsay's Blend. Super high caffeine coffee.
Oh, yes.
Send a bit in to Hugh and he'll do a live review on the show.
Well, we can do it as part of Roo's recommendations, if you like.
So yes, so do you think there's probably a time. How many of you guys in the chat would like to see me do a stream on the pad? Because I can go and set that up. To be fair,
I mean it's not a cookery show, really, Hugh, is it? I mean you.
He says it's coffee that's inspired by Mintwave Radio because that's his radio channel.
Yeah, Mintwave Radio. We've got some good guests on. Richard.
Now we've got a very special guest this week. It's Jeremy, all the way from Montreal.
Clarkson.
Not quite, but he runs the E-Seniors. So he's going to be coming on.
He's the ex Canadian rock and roll or synth music guy.
Yeah.
You look on YouTube. He used to be in quite a well-known band in Canada. They're on Wikipedia and everything.
I can guarantee he'll have heard of Rush.
Yeah. So, but I thought Dave Cam last week was excellent.
Very good guest.
Yeah, really good fun and excellent guy. Really enjoyed having him on the show. But we need to get some more guests coming.
The guest.
Yeah. Yes, the guest on Thursday.
The guest. Sorry, I was like.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah, I was there. I was watching it, wasn't I? So yeah, fair enough.
Literally there in the chat. Yeah. But Dave was very good. 50,000 subs, and you got quite a few extra subs, Hugh, from that, didn't you?
Yeah, we're up to 526, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Because Roo and I, we need to get you monetized. Because when you monetize, obviously we're your managers, so we take 60% each.
Well, I'm his accountant. I'll be skimming. I mean,
that's it. Yeah.
Sending the bill.
That money was just resting in your account.
Resting there for a few years. I'm just holding this money in this Porsche 911 GT3. Do this as soon as you're ready for it.
So tell me, who's been playing GT Sport? Well, I said, Jerry, you've been playing GT Sport today because you did a stream. Now, it's the weirdest of races this week. we've got, it's like an old Honda kind of Super S, you know, it's a kind of little mini sports car round, I think it's Maggiore, one of the versions of that. Is it? I think it's, yeah, or it's a kind of longer circuit. Ah, there, look. Oh, that looks nice. You've got the chicken and the peppers and all the stuff there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Now, Jerry's saying it would be a cookery show if we could see what was being prepared. I think it's all the actions, but no cooking. But there you go, look.
Chicken.
We can see the roof.
So it's a cookery mime, you see. That's what it is.
That's the
It's
thing.
not actually cooking anything, it's just miming it.
It's real cookery going on here. Sponsored by Coke. Coke Zero.
It's
Jerry's got
Coca-Cola.
aggressive with him.
Get all the plugs in.
Yeah, well, I've got one too, you see. I've got one here.
Yeah, I've been very busy today. I don't normally eat this late, but this is what is it?
What were they?
10. Yeah, goodness
What
me.
were they in the? I think it was 70s, certainly early 80s, where they were there was milk adverts, and they had the straw used to come through the window and drink all the milk.
I don't know. That's
No,
a
not Nesquik. Actual milk. It was a bit like on Why Don't You? They had the Doris.
Why don't you?
Why don't you just switch off television set and go and do something less boring instead?
Was that that was Welsh, wasn't it? Was it a Welsh?
No.
No.
So everyone's going to be wanting to see this food when it's
They were
finally-
all like on the
It's
sap,
almost
innit?
there. I'm going to start to eat a bit of it now.
Well, that's the thing. I should probably start getting the stream ready then.
You start
And I
getting
like
the stream ready. You sort yourself out, and Roo and I will entertain. How long will that take?
The Humphreys. They
It
were
won't-
called
it
the
shouldn't be too long.
Humphreys.
I don't think I can afford for it to be too long, to leaving my channel in you two's hands.
Exactly. It'll be monetized before you're monetized. If you leave it with
Is it
us.
safe? Is it safe to leave it for a few minutes before that? You know,
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's cookery with Roo and John, and Ant might chip in too.
I know that's the thing. Okay, well, I should just be a few minutes then, and then we'll have it.
Watch out! There's a Humphrey about.
Right, Roo. Shall we do a quick review of the Turkish Grand Prix while Hugh's getting ready?
Yeah, it started. Mercedes screwed up. The
When
end.
it started.
Right, okay, it's done. Hugh, you ready? Yeah, it was. I mean, Verstappen, I think, summed it up by saying that the thing he found hardest about the race was staying awake. He actually said that.
Yes,
I know
he
you
said
haven't
that.
seen
I did.
the highlight.
I heard him. I heard the interviews afterwards. I heard him say that, and he was right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton has been doing a lot of backtracking on the socials today because he was accused of being too aggressive with the team.
When he went, just leave me alone, man. No, just leave it,
Exactly.
man.
Well, he was very, very cross. And
I
so
was,
he
and I was
doesn't
lying
go
in
down
bed.
with his sort of caring image and, all very inclusive when he was sort of effing and blinding over the
he's
radio.
lovely. Have you ever noticed in all of the interviews, he starts by going, first, when they ask us, the usual dumb question like, oh, Lewis, how did you feel that you drove a car today? And I usually swear at the screen that point. And
Yeah,
go,
he says
it's
that's literally my job.
quality of the interviews. Bring back Louise Goodman, please.
Yes,
But
yes, she
they
was
don't.
good, actually. Yeah.
Now she's good on British touring cars.
No, the
Really nice
inane
arse
questions
as
that you get are something else. They really are. So that was good. But
They
yeah,
need
what would
to
have
send
happened-
everybody to the same training school as Kimi Räikkönen, and then they'd stop asking him because he'd just go,
Well, exactly. You would just tell them exactly where to get
"Fuck
off.
off."
So the only other guy who went the whole race without changing
Ocon.
tires was Ocon, and he lost places at the end, and he was
He
down to the
did, and
canvas.
that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But I
Would
have a
Hamilton
problem.
have had the same fate, or was he better on his tyres than Ocon? So was it a dumb call by
He's
Mercedes?
definitely better on his tyres. He has a skill of looking after his tyres very well. He flattens the car in corners so that it's not leaning as much. There's figures that show that throughout the same race, Bottas has a more what's the opposite of union? Oh god, asymmetric tyre wear. English, sorry. Oh, asymmetric tyre wear than Hamilton. Hamilton can get it more even side to side. So when he's finding a way of flattening the car, settling the car fractionally more before he then turns into a corner. That's a thing. That's something he does, apparently. So he is better on the tyres. My point is this, which I've already made to you a minute ago, but I'm happy to rant about it again, that if he came in when they first said, he would have had enough laps to do something with those tyres. Maybe because he grained them. When he came in with, 8, 9 laps to go, he had to push straight away, which grained the tyres, which meant he had no grip. You could see that all of the people coming in, the new intermediate tyres were taking quite a few laps to start working well enough to be faster than the worn ones that were coming off. Him and Mr. Leclerc, it is I, Leclerc, they both had the same problem. Their rear grip was non-existent on the new tyres, but it wasn't happening as bad to Hamilton before he changed tyres.
Right. Yeah, they got caught between two strategies, and neither one really worked. Yeah.
They should have. It's almost like they want to be cautious. So if you're cautious, come in with 20 laps to go. Once you get to 10 laps to go, don't come in because you're just guaranteeing the bad results. I don't understand. They have no logic.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I would have thought it was well worth the risk.
If he hadn't come in, if the tyres had blown up, fair enough, he would have got no points and that would have been bad. But they weren't going to blow up. That was fairly obvious.
Because the stresses on the car were way less because of the conditions, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So at that point, leave him out, and he might end up being. He probably would have been overtaken by Perez, but he probably wouldn't have been overtaken by Leclerc. He might have been, but he would have been in the same position he was guaranteed to be in with 8 laps to go.
Yeah, I didn't.
Coming in, it made no sense at all.
The car was so much lighter at that point with the fuel load. It wasn't putting as much stress on the tyres. Yep. It wasn't. I mean, they weren't going to wear it as fast at the end of the lap as they were at the beginning, and the conditions just weren't changing. So
he wasn't so much slower than everybody that he would have ended up further down the field.
Yeah,
he would have been in the same position he actually finished in. So, but by guaranteeing it and then giving him 8, 9 laps to do something about it.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
He doesn't get to cure the rubber, which is what they have to do when they have to bring him in slowly on those tyres because they overheat so fast.
They need to go through a heat cycle, don't they, before they really
exactly.
Work.
And he was saying they grained straight away because for 2 laps he's pushing straight out of the box fast as he possibly could because he had no time to do to go through the heat cycle.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
No sense at all.
I didn't understand it. Having got to that position, they should have just gone to the end. Yeah, and just sort of let fate take its path.
Yeah. You roll the dice. If you know that the position that you're going to end up in is going to be the same either way, but one of them you have a chance for it to be better, you go for the one that's the chance.
Yeah, I think probably. I mean, Hamilton was wrong last time with the rain. He wanted to stay out. And Mercedes, for once, were right to bring him in.
But they told him why.
Yes.
That's the difference. All the conversations that I've been hearing from people, like on Radio 5 Live and this kind of stuff, have actually made a little bit of sense. I mean, I hate to compliment Jolyon Palmer, but he actually had some sense. And the problem... Okay. Yeah, I know. I don't understand it. But what he said is... The fault wasn't with the drivers. Both of them wanted to stay out because in the conditions they had before them, it was the right thing to do. Lando Norris was going for his first win. It was an all-or-nothing, do-or-die situation. So, of course, he's going to try and stay out. But what Mercedes either knew and McLaren didn't or communicated better to their driver was that it is going to pee it down in a minute. Like halfway around this next lap. So he came in, changed his tyres, and if Lando had come in then, he wouldn't have been 7th, he would have been on the podium, at least. But they didn't know that. They didn't tell him. So he's focused on, I've got 3 laps to go. Yeah. Leave me, come on, it's only 3 laps.
You're right. The external factor was there at Sochi, which was not there at Turkey. And there wasn't really much evidence that the cars going out on the newer Inters were actually that much quicker. So, in fact, they knew initially it would be quite a lot slower. So, I don't understand.
And then suddenly he's halfway around that lap and everyone's coming off the circuit. I mean, Lando couldn't even get into the pit lane, dribbling along without sliding and nearly and getting that penalty for accidentally having no grip.
What about Vettel?
Yeah, that was incredible.
In the middle of the race.
But he tried. At least he tried.
I love his radio.
But I mean,
it didn't work, guys.
It was never going to work. I mean, it was like Bambi on ice.
Well, talking of that, I've got the PlayStation ready, so I'm ready to get cracking. So for everyone who's been watching, it's been a bit of a mad car huddle tonight, but followed by a gaming stream. We're going to be playing GT Sport in a few minutes' time. The PlayStation is ready, so it'll just be a few minutes, and we'll be up and running and playing. Maybe I might do Group B at Barcelona, I think. Group 4 at Barcelona, which is race B this week, and the Group 4 cars, which will be fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
In that case, I will log off.
Just before we disappear, I want to just read. So in Exile GTR said that they definitely had data info prediction software that said that he was going to drop behind Gasly. Okay. He was saying Ocon was losing 5 seconds a lap, and the sausage helped him save face. I understand that. I know that that's what they thought could happen. He wasn't losing 5 seconds a lap like Ocon, though. He was losing more like 2, possibly 3 seconds a lap. I don't believe he would have ended up behind Gasly, but that's my opinion. But I just want to at least acknowledge that we have someone that's also well into F1 that's coming out with that. And Jerry says Vettel was bored.
He was. He did say that. He said he struggled.
He wanted to go ice skating. He hadn't been for a long time.
Oh, Vettel was bored. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. He definitely wasn't bored on that lap. Yeah. That was,
well, exactly. It woke him up, didn't it?
Exactly. It's like when you go-kart, they put foam on the corners and you just slide straight off.
He's always wanted to go to Sweden or Finland and try some kind of ice racing.
Rallying. Absolutely. Well, he said
when they do the ice racing on the ice, like Clarkson did that.
Most ice racing is on ice. That is true.
Ice racing on ice, yes.
Okay. Well, get ready for some Group 4 at Barcelona.
Right, so are you starting a whole new stream, or are you just converting this stream to racing?
I'll need to quickly finish this one before I can put the new one on.
Okay, in that case, namaste.
I'll see you in a few minutes. But
light in me honours the light in you.
Do we come back then and irritate you while you're streaming?
I'm going to eat my supper because it smells delicious.
Oh, okay. I might not as well because it's what time is it? It's 10:30.
Yeah, I'll
type hello numpty people. Just to please Jerry, because I know he loves it. And
we'll see them all in a few minutes. Excellent.
I'll make some helpful comments on YouTube in the chat. So it's been a pleasure. And,
it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching.
Good luck to you. Enjoy your stream.
Okay then. Bye just now.